I was given a book many years ago. It was called Emotional Intelligence. It sat on my desk at work for about a week before I got to it. I kind of walked around it, looked at it, didn't really understand what the book was about, and I started reading it. My boss walked in, who's an ex-military man. He went to Vietnam twice, the second time because he was bored. He said, "David, that stuff will never take off." But I started reading the book and I found it was the most valuable thing I'd ever read. It taught me more about people, it taught me about myself, and it taught me about the value of actually having a good connection and having good communication with our teams, our people around us, our families, and really knowing that that's the lifeblood of any business, any organisation, is the people and how we treat them, and also how we treat ourselves. It had some really good principles in there, and I want to share those with you now because we can put emotional intelligence into everything we do right now, today, and start making that work and seeing that difference. The first thing is anxiety. Look, everyone gets anxiety. We get it, I get it, you get it. And so how to manage that when the people around you have some anxiety is really to assure them, really give them information, calm them down. And when you give people information, you talk to them, you tell them what's going on, they do calm down quite a bit. So it does work, especially in a busy environment or a crisis at work or anything like that. And then there's create optimism. Look, as leaders or part of a team, go in there and create some optimism. What we're going to do, what we're going to reach, have some objectives, get people excited and get them motivated. And this really does help drive tenacity, and it really does help drive enthusiasm. And this is all part of emotional intelligence, making those emotions and people work for us. And then there's really understanding our emotions. If we understand our own emotions, then we can more easily understand other people's emotions. We can start to control them. We can see when there's a bit of danger sign coming up. And we start to know also, the more we practice that, what other people are feeling, what they're talking about. And so also when they're talking to us, we understand a lot better what they're trying to get across. Then we have a high level of self-awareness. Now, a high level of self-awareness is when we know our current situation. We know when we've said something, what the repercussions might be. We understand when we're saying something, how people will get that message, what they might do or what they might think. That's a high level of self-awareness, just knowing ourselves and how to present what we need to and what might happen when we do. And then managing our mood. Managing our mood is really important. We all have moods, they go up and down, but if we can manage it and recognise the signs and, hey, we may need some control in there and we may need to do something to manage that mood, or we may need to change course and get that mood up a little bit, and then we can see it in our team, people around us, and we can start managing moods across the organisation a lot better. And this is a really good key for success. And then self-motivation. Look, self-motivation is absolutely critical. If we're motivated, and this goes back to having enthusiasm, having tenacity, and having the drive and mindset to get where you need to go, then the people around you also will be just as motivated. It's quite catching. And this is another key part of emotional intelligence, really making that good connection. And the last thing today is mentoring. Look, you have knowledge, we have knowledge. It's all about mentoring people, sharing our skills, sharing the information, and helping to improve the environment. Always mentor people, always help them along, give them encouragement, and bring them along for the same journey that you're on. So that's emotional intelligence in a nutshell. It's quite short, but those are the specific principles that I employ. Thank you.